Hi guys, so there is another article that came out talking about cannibalism, and what I wanted, what I realized is that, and what many people are not aware is that this whole super liberal agenda, this whole Green New Deal thing that they want to sell us on, this really grows on a certain medium and on a certain mindset that is prevalent among the population, among the Western population, and I think many people are not aware of this. And this is, you can see this also in people who are not political at all. They don't identify with neither Democrats nor Republicans or the equivalents in other countries, but they still have this belief that goes as follows. The belief is that humans are bad. Humans are bad for the planet. We're destroying the planet. We're destroying the climate. The way we're living, it's not sustainable. We're polluting the climate. There's overpopulation going on. And the earth would be better off without us. This is the underlying belief. I think even people who are patriots, who love their country, who are for deregulation, even some of them, they will admit, yeah, this is true. We have overpopulation. There's just too many humans, and it's not good for the planet. And the planet may be better off without us. And one has to understand that this is a profoundly, first of all, this is completely false. There's no overpopulation. I think the planet could sustain 10 times the population that we have now. But one has to realize that this is a profoundly anti-human ideology and anti-human mindset, and of course this is all clad in moral superiority and it all in the mindset that, we just want to do good, we're the better people because we want to save the planet. But what they're proposing is something that is the most unethical and essentially genocidal ideology you can imagine. Because if you think that the planet would be better off without humans, then logically you must be cheering every time you read that a massacre happens, every time you hear that, so many people died in some natural disaster, every time you hear that a bomb went off somewhere, you must be cheering on. Hey, oh yeah, great, there are less people who are trampling on the flowers and on the rocks, and and so now there's more space for the cows and the cats to roam free. So this is a profoundly a sick mindset, and I have actually met a couple of people in my life who would just say that outright. They would say there's no doubt, they would say there was no doubt that the planet will be better off without humans. And those were not some, fringe, crazy people. Those were people who were working full time, they had a good paying job, they were highly educated, and they would say, oh yeah, we're destroying the planet, and it'd be better if there were no humans on the planet. I mean, this is how sick it is. And so this whole Green New Deal situation, this is really so the Green New Deal, then you have policies like infanticide, that is called abortion, and even veganism. It all ties into reducing the population, reducing the activity of humans, because the Green New Deal and even AOC, Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, she admitted in one of her latest tweets, she said that what is more important is that we live in a more sustainable way. So they openly want us to produce less, to buy less, to have industries, to just shrink industries. They want to lessen human activity, and consequently they want to lessen human numbers. This is what it's all about. So once you have that mindset that basically humans are a cancer for this planet. This makes all those Green New Deal, all those communist, socialist, life-destroying policies that they want to implement makes it possible. It's like really, this is like the medium that all this shit grows upon. And I think many people aren't even aware of this. And I think, many Republicans even would admit, yeah, sure, yeah, the planet would be better without us. Yeah, without a doubt. Now the planet is here for us to evolve. And yes, of course, there's a symbiosis going on between the planet and us, and we should be good stewards of the planet. But all those problems like pollution, like plastic swimming in the ocean, all that, this is solvable. This is a problem that can be solved with the right technology. You don't need to reduce the human population for that. I think we can live sustainably on the planet, even if there were 10 times as many humans as there are right now. It's just a matter of finding the right technological solution and freedom. And freedom. Give people freedom to express themselves the way they want to, and to live the way they want to. So how does this tie into those articles about cannibalism? Because when was it? 2 weeks ago, Newsweek came out with this notion that we need to rethink the taboo on cannibalism. I mean, this is bonkers, right? And then there's another website that says, this is from the UK, theconversation.com. It's the UK version of the Conversation. And here they say, cannibalism is common in the animal kingdom. Here's why for humans it's the ultimate taboo. So, so they're giving examples about cannibalism in the animal world, and then they come to the conclusion. They say that cannibalism for humans shall remain firmly off limits. Okay, but here's the thing, because this is the subliminal messaging that's going on. Okay, so if they come to the conclusion that cannibalism is a taboo for humans and it should remain like this, but still they write this article and put this thought in your mind. Okay, now imagine you're one of those people who believe that humans are a cancer for the planet, and yes, we should reduce the numbers of humans. Then it makes you think, right? And then you start rethinking that, and then you go, maybe cannibalism isn't such a bad idea. And that's why those subliminal messages are so dangerous. So even though they say no, cannibalism is no good, but they still talk about how we should shift to eating more plants and less meat, and we should start eating insects. And this is this whole vegan movement. This all ties into this. We hate humans. We should reduce human activity. We should reduce industries. Because veganism is not sustainable. Veganism is not a human diet. You can't live on a vegan diet. There's an endless list of videos on YouTube made by people who had been vegan for 5, 15, 20 years, and they say how much it destroyed their health and why they started eating meat again, and yet all the same people who push the Green New Deal, they tell us we should eat less meat. Why? For the planet, because fuck human life, the planet is so much more important. So I'm starting to understand what's going on here, and I just wanted to express my thoughts on this. But all this, I think this subliminal messages they're planting thoughts in our minds, right? To rethink cannibalism. Why? Because we are destroying the earth, And you know, infanticide is just abortion. It's women's rights. Okay, so it's fine. You know, this all ties together. This is all this diabolical, satanic shit. You know, that is just enthralling people, and this is all in the name of doing something good. You know, and this is the worst of it, because once you convince a population that they're doing something, that they're morally superior, that they're doing something, you know, for the greater good, then you can convince them to commit the greatest atrocities you can imagine. And this is where it's going. And this is where this is going. And it's fucking scary, but I understand and I see what is going on. So yeah, I keep repeating myself, but this is what I want to get off my chest. This is my thought crime of the day. Take care, guys.